When Hearts ripped up the Old Firm script in 2005 and split Rangers and Celtic in the league, they kicked off the season with a 12-match unbeaten run. 5 years on, in mid-season, they're one game away from doing same again. Since last Sunday's show, Hearts have maintained momentum in the SPL with this comeback at Kilmarnock. 2 late goals from Stephen Elliott kept them in title touch. That same Tuesday night, Rangers closed to within 2 points of leaders Celtic with a 1-0 home win against Inverness. Hearts had to do without top scorer Kevin Kyle at Tynecastle yesterday. Midfielder Ryan Stevenson was handed the main striking role. Stephen Elliott and Rudy Scatchell were back, out Blakobua and Novi Kovas. Rangers reverted to their best back four with the return of Majid Bugera and Sasa Papac. Recalls for Stephen Naismith and Maurice Edu. Dropped Foster, Webster, Weiss and Beattie. Best of the match with Liam.
Big test of Hearts' title credentials, this one. This is Lafferty. Lafferty! And there's some early work for Marianne Kello. Called into action in the opening minute. No Kevin Kyle for Hearts, still injured in the stand. This is Stevenson! Well, he's been entrusted with the centre forward berth today. And he's unlucky. Templeton challenged by Whittaker. It was a good one. Well won. Naismith. That's a good ball. Ness, good position. Denied at his near post by Kello. What a good run from Jamie Ness, getting beyond the strikers. Rangers with the vast majority of the pressure. Zauyukas away. Ness trying to keep it alive. He's done really well. It's Ness! Oh, Kello saved that. He saved it. What a reach this is from Kello. Nikita Jelavic was injured here earlier in the season. He's on the Rangers bench today. That's Edu. This is Lafferty. Well, guess who's there again? Well, Kello had a great game when these sides met back in October. Lafferty scored that day. Palazuelos has lost out. 2 Rangers players were there, McCulloch and Davis, and it's Davis to Naismith. Rangers match winner last time they met. It's no surprise to see a Rangers attempt end up in the safe arms of Marianne Kello. Sigurd Jonsson. Oh, that's awkward. Well, that could have gone anywhere. A horrible bouncing ball for Alan McGregor to deal with. Corner kick. Scatchell with it. Zauyukas met the corner. He was under pressure from Weir, to be fair. Nearly, Jim. Away from Jonsson, Rangers still have it though. That's McCulloch. Oh, there's a shout for handball against Bouzid. Was blasted in by McCulloch. Zauyukas. Well, how about that from the Lithuanian? Elliott to Wallace. It's Hearts doing a bit of pressing here. Wallace again. Scatchell goes down. Mike Tumulty doesn't want to know. Hearts still have it though. This is Wallace. Oh, that's well done. Elliott. Stevenson! It's a glory goal from Ryan Stevenson. Things just got very interesting. It was all about Lee Wallace though. There was Stevenson onside, and he's got Tynecastle rocking. Right place at the right time. 13 minutes to go. Hearts have a lead over Rangers. Rangers came from 1 down to win 2-1 earlier on in the season here. Weiss the sub to Fleck, turning it in. Jelavic! Well, Kello wasn't getting anywhere near that one. Weiss! The clock is ticking and Nikita Jelavic can't believe that hasn't gone in. The woodwork's shaking. What an effort this was from the Croatian. Bang! Time just about up. McGregor will launch this. He's not got time. It's all over. Folks, we have a 3-way title race. Cat amongst the pigeons.
A massive result for Jim Jeffries and Hearts, Stephen. Is it a sign of a team that's going well when you can soak up the amount of pressure they did soak up and still come back and deliver the sucker punch in the end?
Yeah, well, I think, to beat the Old Firm at any time, Rob, sometimes you probably have to ride your luck. Your goalkeeper normally has to have a good game, and when that chance comes along, you have to put it in the back of the net. And I think, for long spells in the game, Rangers dominated and had chances. But as I said, that one chance, that one clear-cut chance that came, Hearts' way, Brad Stevenson found himself in the right place at the right time. Rangers
will agonise more than a little over the way they defended this, or didn't.
Yeah, it's frustrating because I think they had 2 or 3 opportunities to clear the ball. Steve Davis goes out and Steve will probably be disappointed that he's maybe committed himself slightly, but Lee Wallace is a good attacking fullback. He's good on the ball, he can take men on, he uses his body. I think there's a few appeals for offside, but I think that's just in hope more than anything. But Hearts got the goal and McDonagh won the game.
Are they title contenders?
Well, at this moment in time they are. They have a difficult spell coming up. They have to play Rangers again and Celtic again, and they've got St Johnstone coming up as well. So
could this little spell decide it almost?
Well, I think it's one of those questions that will be asked tonight. It'll be asked on Wednesday after the Celtic game. It'll be asked next Saturday after St Johnstone and next week after Rangers. So if they do fall by the wayside, then the question might stop. But at this moment in time, yes, they are title contenders. They've just beaten Rangers. They've closed the gap on Celtic. But Wednesday's a big game for them.
You watched the first half of that game before your game yesterday, and it was pretty much one-way traffic, wasn't it? In the first half, Rangers played really well. Yeah, well, Hearts had a tough game on Wednesday night. Away to Kilmarnock. Rangers had probably slightly easier game. Obviously, it was still tough at home to Inverness. So Hearts probably had to put more into their game to come back, and maybe the legs are hanging in them a little bit. But Rangers set their stall out. Walter said before the game, I heard him talking, saying that Tynecastle's always a tough place. The players have to be on top of the game. They have to start well, and they certainly done that. And I felt in Jamie Ness, especially in the first half, they had the best player in the park. That is superb goalkeeping, isn't it?
Well, it is. He's done it all game. As I say, to beat the Old Firm, your goalkeeper normally has to play really well and pull off some unbelievable saves. He's done that throughout the game. I think earlier in the season against Rangers, he had some unbelievable saves. And there's a little bit of luck I'm talking about. The time that the crossbar saves you, I think Marion Kelly even throws his hand up here to try and put the ball off. it seemed to work, and they got 3 points. Touch of déjà vu in the performance yesterday of Marion Kelly in goal for Hearts, because if you go back to October when Rangers were last at Tynecastle, he did exactly the same thing. Yeah, well, if you're going to challenge for the title or get third place and qualify for Europe, you normally have to have a good defence who's backed up by a very good goalkeeper. I think over the last 2 or 3 seasons since he's been at Tynecastle, I think he's been an important part of that. Zaliukas has been in and out of the team through other troubles. Goncalves was there last year, was a good player, but I think the one mainstay is definitely the goalkeeper. It would be refreshing for the league and the title race, wouldn't it, if there was another dimension to it outside the usual? Of course it is. I think it's refreshing for the league, because no matter who you speak to out with the country, they always keep talking about Rangers and Celtic. So it's nice to hear a third name being mentioned. It is going to be tough. They're going to have to win games not playing well like they did yesterday. I think there's more of that to come. And as long as they can compete and play well, Jim Jeffries will be happy. Hamilton have yet to